Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Angels. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Nolan Schanuel getting ready to hit. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. This one in the air, center field. Freeland settles under it. And a quick out, number one.
Batting second, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Slice down the right side.
Plus, Boog, he's been doing a great job of getting hits. Just look at his batting average over the last week plus, and you'll see those numbers really back it up.
In there at the knees. No balls, two strikes. Boomer, only 18 years old, and she was a third-round pick back in 2025.
Nope,
just misses. Ball one. Ground ball left side. Castro sends it to first. And two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Third, the right fielder, number 7, Joe.
Two down, bases empty. Here's Joe Adell, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player.
That's a ball.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw.
Throw
off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, you can't give him two errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Swings through that one for strike one. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 1-2. And down on strikes. And that will end the inning. Angels leave one. They trail here 1-0. Back in Anaheim. So in now for the Angels, Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Just missed. d'Arnaud working through some struggles lately. And she'll challenge this call from the mound. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. One challenge remaining for them now.
Strike two.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
That's a ball.
That
That's
walk-off
down.
homer you mentioned, Boog, he must have been feeling on top of the world. I never had any kind of walk-off hit in my career, so I got to say, I feel a little jealous.
One now. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 7, the designated hitter,
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Could be a big moment for him right here. He's sitting on 999 hits. One away from adding a comma to that total.
Soler with some impressive production lately. 2 down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Save!
No,
fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. And that is his 1,000th major league hit. A nice moment for him.
Yeah, anytime you flip the page on a career milestone, it feels really good. You know that number's in front of you for a long time, and you can't get there fast enough. Good for him.
Soler, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Boomer.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. She's digging for second. Here comes the throw. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
And for her, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, she's running her hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This player's grinding out at bats. She's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next from Milwaukee, the left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. On the ground to third, zips it across, and there's 2 away.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Brandon Lau. Runner at second. In the air to left center. Teodosio settles under this one. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Back here at Angel Stadium. So in now for the Angels, Bryce Teodosio. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Strike 2. Struck him out looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the pitcher credit on the mound, though. She went right after him.
Fought off foul. And the 0-1. That one fouled off. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. This one popped up. Rengifo settles underneath it. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 9, shortstop,
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That one lifted to left. Yelich under it. And the inning is over. Angels go quietly there. They're down 1-0. Back in Anaheim. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell.
Number 7, Joe Adell.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One up, one down. And here's a look at how she's using her pitches in this one.
Moore.
Ha!
The Halos trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. What a stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher.
Here comes Travis d'Arnaud. Struck out looking his first time. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Angels are gone in order. And it remains 1-0.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
Ripped on a line. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up she'll find a hole.
Back here at Angel Stadium. So in now for the Angels, Yoan Moncada. A little out front there as he swings through it. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt her momentum all that much. You know, she's really been on top of her game, commanding her pitches all night long.
Boomer back at it after the leadoff hitter gets on.
Well, not how you want to start, but now it's about limiting the damage. You got to bear down right here. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Pitcher thought that was a strike. She'll challenge. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Moncada on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. This one popped up. Middle of the infield. And there's one away.
Up next for the Angels, the left fielder, number 3, Josh.
So in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that is out of play. On the ground to the left. Over to Terang. One. What a double play that was. Inning over. Still nothing on the scoreboard for her after 5. It's the Brewers 2 and the Angels nothing. Back in Anaheim, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Bryce Teodosio.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Struck him out looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, she's had a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break her rhythm. Put the bat on the ball. Maybe try to bunt for a base hit. Get her off the mound. Move her around. Step out. Do something to interrupt her timing because she's coming right after him.
The Angels trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a strike. Shanuel thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Terang drifts towards it. 2 down.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Now the number 2 hitter, Zach Neto. And first offering is fouled off.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day. Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Gets a piece and stays alive. He goes down looking. So another good inning for her on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Man at first, one away.
Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
And a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. And there are 2 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Bryce Terang. Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Abner Uribe.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Boomer steps in now. You can bet she was watching from the on-deck circle thinking, don't worry, I got this.
Classic cleanup duty, Boob. Time to fix the mess and maybe take the credit, too.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 4.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. This is Bryce Terang. The Brewers trying to break this one open, and we're in the top of the 8th. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Left field. And that's the 3rd out. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Angels nothing. Boomer managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game she can feel really good about.